Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you how you can download and install Visual Studio Code Editor on your Ubuntu operating system. So what is Visual Studio Code? Visual Studio Code is a source code editor developed by Microsoft for Windows, Linux and Mac OS. It includes the support for debugging, embedded git control, syntax highlighting, intelligent code completion snippets, and even code refactoring. And the best thing about it is it's highly customizable, so user can customize it according to their need, right? And it's of open source, of course, right? So let's see how we can download and install Visual Studio Code. So first of all, open your favorite browser and then search for Visual Studio Code, and then just search for Visual Studio Code, and the first link which will appear here will be from code.visualstudio.com. so just click this link and you will be in the Visual Studio website. Now there are two options here. One is for Debian based operating system and one is for Red Hat based operating system. So because Ubuntu is Debian based, so we will download this .deb file and just click this button and it's going to start your download. So just save wherever you want, and it's about, let's see how big file is it. So it's about 33 megabyte of file, so it will take some time to download. So once it's downloaded, we will see how we can install it. So the file is downloaded now, so we will see where it's downloaded on the folder Explorer. So this is the file .deb file in my downloads folder, right? So I'm going to minimize my browser, and what I'm going to do next is I'm going to open my terminal. To open my terminal, I have used this Ctrl-Alt-T command, which will open my terminal. And then I'm going to go to my downloads folder, and then when I ls here, then it lists out all the files and folder which are there in my downloads folder, right? Now to run this file, you have two options. One is by using Ubuntu Software Center, or other is by using the command line. So we are going to use the second option, which is by using command line. So just give this command sudo and then dpkg and then -i flag and the name of your file. So the name of my file is code and whatever the version is, and then amd64.deb. So this is the name of my file. So sudo dpkg -i and then name of the file, and then press enter, which is going to ask for your password. Just give the password, and it's going to take a few seconds to install this Visual Studio Code Editor. And once it's installed, we are going to see how we can open it and how we can lock it here to this menu here, right? So let it complete first of all. So the installation is complete. Now to open the Visual Studio Code, you need to go here at the top and then search for code. For example, just search code, and which is going to give the first option, Visual Studio Code. So just open this Visual Studio Code Editor. I'm going to minimize my terminal also, and for the first time when Visual Studio Code opens, it's going to look like a normal editor. And here I can see this Visual Studio Code icon on my left hand bar, right? So here I can just right click on this left hand bar, and then I can click lock to the launcher, which is going to lock this Visual Studio Code to this launcher left hand bar. So whenever you close this Visual Studio Code Editor also, so I'm going to close it, and then once again when I go here, I can see this icon, and once I click this icon, it's going to open the Visual Studio Code again, right? So for the first time, it's going to look normal, which is like a normal editor. So you can see there is a button which is for git control. So if you are using git control, you can go here, and then it's going to list out all the files which are changed, or whatever action you have done on your files on the git source file, it's going to show here everything, right? And then if you are doing the debugging, for example, for C++ or Node.js or any other language you are using, you can use this section here. And the favorite part of mine is this section, which is for adding the extension to the Visual Studio Code. So you can see there is an extension for C#. So this extension, you can see C# for Visual Studio Code. So you can use it for developing C# application. Then there is a Python also, then C and C++, and this is for ESLint, which is for JavaScript, right? There is a beautify option, so when you install it, then you can beautify your code by right clicking and then beautify the code. It also has the native option of right clicking and formatting code. So when I go here and for example I will create a file here, so for example let's create a file, and then when I right click, it has the formatting option. So I'm going to first of all save this file. So once again, file and then save as, and let's save it on the home folder itself, and for example I name it as index.js file. Okay, so JavaScript file, right? And then I can write some code here, and right away you can see the code highlighting feature. And when I right click here, I have the option to format this document, right? So when I just do something like this and then right click and format, it's going to be formatted. The code will be formatted, right? So you can see there are lots and lots of extension you can add to your Visual Studio Code editor using this button. So there are many third-party extensions also. There are many Visual Studio Code extension, native extensions also. So whatever language you want to develop, you can install the extension for that language and that support, right? So in this way you can download and install Visual Studio Code on your Ubuntu operating system. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and bye for now.